for 100 days at Tovala.com.
You're watching Your View.
Thank you for joining us. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Great friends, what is happening? It is a Friday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew. We are in the 7 Mile Casino studios along with Grande and the Brown Man. Hey, look, reminder real quick. If you're thinking about something fun to do this weekend, 7 Mile Casino might be the place for you. You know, you got great poker, blackjack, amazing views of the bay of Chula Vista. And now Sammy's Restaurant and Bar is inside of 7 Mile Casino studio. Oh, well, we're the studios, but inside 7 Mile Casino. I'm telling you, if you're looking for fun this weekend, 7 Mile Casino might be something fun to do if you're going south of downtown San Diego. And there's also going to be a great food, great bar, beautiful brunch Saturday and Sunday starting early in the morning. So Sammy's Restaurant and Bar is now inside 7 Mile Casino. But I will tell you guys, if you want to hang out this weekend, Sunday, you'll find me at the Del Mar racetrack. So today's Friday. First race is at 4 o'clock. And then tomorrow, Saturday, 2 o'clock, Sunday, 2 o'clock. I will be there for the most part, I'd say from about 2 o'clock till probably about 6 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. So hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Sided, you name it. Whatever tool that you use for communication, get with me. And I will be at Del Mar this weekend. And let's hang out. Let's have a beer, a Del Margarita. So a lot of fun things going on as the summer is winding down. And don't I know the summer is winding down? Because, dude, I'm up early in the morning now doing driving to school or making lunches, man. Like the summer just like ended and I don't feel like it's over, but school started and it's screwing my stuff up.
That's funny you say that, dude, because I don't have children, obviously. So my whole
What time your dog go to school?
It's spring. It's like spring break. It's summer. It's winter. It's like I don't even know. It's just hot out. That's the only thing I know. Like I don't have any sort of summer's over. I think or spring break. Like what?
Yeah,
I don't have kids.
I know, and you have no idea the traffic, dude. The traffic that I deal with to take my daughter to school. And I'm so angry about the whole situation, too, because my other daughter, who usually drives my younger daughter to school, stayed over at her mother's house last night. And then I'm like, well, good. In the morning, come get your sister and take her to school. She's like, I'm not doing that. That's totally inconvenient for me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not convenient for me. And then I try and remind her, I'm like, who the hell pays for this car? Who pays for the insurance? I'm like, and they're like, oh, give me a break. I'm like, oh God, you can't win, dude. You can, when you're in my position and you're in a house filled with girls, you just give up. You're just like, okay, whatever. I'll drive her to school. It's all good. Okay. Let me jump right into what's going on here. Okay. The thing that is on our minds, certainly, if you're a San Diego sports fan, this is probably the thing that's on your mind as well. It was predictable. I could see it coming from a mile away. And that was the real possibility that the Padres might get swept in this series. And the reason it was such a real possibility is because, look, when you examined the pitching matchups before this series started, and you saw that Julio Urias was coming off the IL, not that you necessarily knew what he was going to be, but the Padres in that game were going with a bullpen day. A bullpen day against the Dodgers is like saying we give, in my opinion, or the offense better come to life and carry us, which we know hasn't been happening. Day two, yeah, you had Blake Snell, and he pitched as well as we've ever seen him pitch this year in a Padres uniform. So credit to Blake Snell, but he was going up against Walker Buehler, and frankly, you had a great pitching matchup. And it went 16 innings, marathon, 5 hours, 49 minutes, 20 pitchers almost used, almost 500 pitches. But listen, in the final analysis, the Dodgers outlasted the Padres in game 2. And then game 3, this thing was over before it even got started because nobody knew what Yu Darvish was going to be, and it wasn't very good. And everybody knew what they could get or expected out of Max Scherzer, and it was as good as everybody expected. So look, just based on pitching matchups alone, advantage, check, went to the Dodgers. Did the Padres show heart? Yeah. Did they show some grit and some fight? They certainly did. Did they get blown out in all 3 games? They did not. But the reality of the situation remains the same. The Dodgers are, for now, unfortunately, the significantly better team. And you know what else? Now the Padres aren't even involved in this playoff race. And when I say playoff race, I mean seriously the division race first and foremost. But Cincinnati beats Milwaukee. Padres lose to the Dodgers. And when we get to our wild card watch, you're going to see that this whole thing is spiraling downward. So listen, like I said, I could see it coming from a mile away. There was analysis over here and there was hope over here. Analytics side said they're toast. Hope side said if they can win the series, they can pump up their chest, they can proudly carry their chins up high, and they can go on and maybe think that they could put the rest of this season together. It just sounded like after the game, everybody knows this thing is over. Maybe I'll be proven wrong, and I sure hope I am. But this season is being flushed down the toilet right in front of us. Feedback. Somebody talk to me. What do you say?
I just got one question. Who's going to light the fuse?
Question.
Who's going to go in that locker room? Who's going to get on that bus? Who's going to get on that plane? Because in times like this, you always hear about great players giving speeches. Michael Jordan famously telling people, if you get on this plane, I'm not taking no gear because we coming right back with a championship. Michael Jordan famously said that going to play the Phoenix Suns in Game 6. Guess what he did? Came back with a championship. Okay? Who in that locker room has that in them? Is it the manager? No. Is it? I don't think the GM needs to do that because he's not playing on the field.
Dude, he don't have any ability to communicate like that.
Is
Not
Manny
even in his game.
Is Manny Machado that person? He's a leader. Is Tatis that person? I think he's a little too young for that. You need someone in that locker room to give the Hoosier speech, okay? To give the Remember the Titans speech. Someone needs to take what just happened to them and turn that into something positive and get guys' minds right. This is where experience comes in hand. And the downside of this, who on that roster has experienced championship excellence?
Okay. You're asking a great question. So if you say to me, who should be the guy that makes the really passionate speech?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll give you some names. Okay. Machado.
Should
Okay.
be.
What is it?
Tatis.
But he's never won.
Okay. So let me keep going. Machado should be, but he's never won.
Right.
Tatis.
No.
No,
Young.
just not his
Yeah.
personality.
All right. Hold on.
Not yet.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to keep going.
The rest are no's.
No. Hold on. 'Cause I was trying to decide which one I wanted to bring up first. Here's the guy that, from a resume standpoint, this is the guy that should be doing it. You ready? Eric Hosmer.
Yep.
I believe he already did it.
Well, the problem with Hosmer is nobody believes in him.
Mm.
You thought he was out the door anyways.
Right. They thought he was getting traded a couple weeks ago. By the way, Will Myers was the guy who went, I don't want to be the leader. Can you please go find somebody else to be the leader? I don't like leadership. It's not my style.
Ain't coming from him.
Ain't no Blake Snell, Yu Darvish.
Don't speak the language.
Okay. I mean, what, Joe Musgrove?
You Darvish, the only one that's won, right?
Yes.
No, but didn't
I thought
didn't
Eric
Hosmer
Hosmer won a
Hosmer
World
won it.
Series with the
Hosmer won
Royals.
Oh,
Kansas
yeah.
City.
Hosmer
That's
did
why
win.
I
Forgot
picked
about
Hosmer
that.
out.
That's why I was gonna say Hosmer.
You know who should do it?
Thanks,
I got
Eric.
it. You know who I got? I got it. I got the guy. You know who should be the rah-rah guy in the Padres clubhouse?
Who he?
Tommy Pham.
Ooh.
Mm. He's too quiet.
Oh, and he's got some baggage, bro.
Here's why. Tommy Pham gets up there with a knife. And he's like, you MFers better start hitting. And you MFers better start pitching. If not, me and my boys are coming.
Oh, shank time?
Shank time.
Shankalicious?
Shank time. Shank time.
Let me listen. There's nobody on this team that has that championship, like, obviously experience that we talked about, except Eric Hosmer.
Mhm.
And if I'm not mistaken, he already did call a meeting and it didn't work. So there's nobody on this team that's going to give you, because when the message is coming from someone like Hosmer,
Yeah.
it falls on deaf ears. If that message comes from Machado, then that's personally where I think it should come from. I don't care if he's never won a championship. The guy is the most consistent, like, best player, maybe not the best player on the team, but he is the guy that everybody should be looking at. Tatis is looking at Machado for sure. Like, Tatis is being groomed by Machado. Like, whether you believe that or not, he is. Like, that's like his big bro on the team. You can see it.
But
so every message needs to come from Machado, and he seems the most frustrated out of anybody.
If you're going to give that speech, though, you have to be giving that speech from a place of experience when you were losing, and then we figured it out, and then we ended up in the championship. He doesn't have that level of experience to be able to do that.
I don't know
Here's
if that's really right. I mean, I don't know that there's a formula that says the only person who's able to give that speech is the person who's been down in the valley and who climbed out and won a championship. I think in the final analysis, we have to answer this question.
Well, it's not final yet. Hold on,
No, but
because I know that this was written somewhere and I just found it.
Go ahead.
August 14th,
Yeah.
2021.
Yeah.
When they got no hit
Yep.
by the Diamondbacks.
Mhm.
This is from MLB.com. The situation is so serious that veteran first baseman Eric Hosmer called a meeting following Saturday's loss.
Mhm.
And while the specifics of Hosmer's meeting were not made public, Tingler has been open about his desire for his team to play loose and fun. The manager wants his team to stop pressing.
Okay.
That was August 14th.
Okay. So
August
2 weeks
14th, they
ago.
got no hit. Then obviously we know Tatis came back and they won that next game. Since August 14th, after that game, they won. So the meeting worked.
What
Thanks,
after
Eric.
that? 2-12, 2-13, something like that.
Mm-mm.
Worse.
1-8.
Oh,
Ugh.
1-8. 1-8. Listen, here's the thing. I don't know that Manny Machado has it in him. I mean, I'm being serious. Like, okay, look, the question Browner asks is a great question. Who's the person who's really capable of communicating it, having people believe in that person, respect him? Who is that person in that clubhouse? It's not Jace Tingler. Nobody has that
No.
respect for that guy. Okay. It's not Tatis. You guys say he's too young. It's not his personality. It's not Hosmer. He was supposed to be traded. No one thinks Hosmer even belongs on this team. Myers did everything he could do to make sure he was not considered the leader. Snell has been good, not great, but good, and he's a pitcher. Darvish probably can't communicate it in English, frankly. I'm no knock. Musgrove's not the right guy. I mean, the sheriff became the deputy. Weathers is a 21-year-old child. Profar is not the right guy. Tommy
And this goes
Pham
back-
is angry. I can't think of one guy on this team that should be the stand-up leader.
And this is the point I was going to make today. We blamed Jace Tingler on Wednesday for that loss. Clearly, that
well
was
deserved.
his mismanagement. Yesterday's loss, and frankly, I didn't know Brown was going to make that point, but it goes with what I'm about to say. That goes back to AJ Preller, his inability to land Max Scherzer for whatever reason. I don't care. For whatever reason, his inability to land Max Scherzer is why they lost that game yesterday. Obviously, he destroyed them. And when you're talking about a guy that's been there, done that, fiery, passionate, can make that speech,
Yeah,
who's
there's
that guy?
Scherzer.
Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
So, Scott, yesterday you talked about how, or we brought up that report about how players were pointing at the front office inability to bring anybody in to be a frontline starter. So when you're talking about the downtrodden locker room that they have right now, imagine you're already feeling that. You're already pissed off that they didn't get anybody. Now you got to go face the guy that half the team thought was already going to be their teammate.
Everybody, right? Because when you say they didn't land Scherzer,
Mm-hmm.
remember the reports were they got him, and then the Dodgers swooped in and took him. You know, and so not only were they down 0-2 to the Dodgers, then they had to face Scherzer. And not only do they not have Scherzer's arm, but they don't have Scherzer's leadership and his experience. You're bringing up a great point. Time out for 1 second. Everybody stay right where you are. I want to get right back to this game, but let me talk to you about one of our new clients who, by the way, getting immediate instant feedback, and I'm really happy about it. And that's iThrive MD. Now, Alex is going to put up on the screen our website, kaplanandcrew.com. Here's what I would really appreciate everybody doing. Go to kaplanandcrew.com. Click on the iThrive MD logo. Alex is going to take you through it right here. And come check out San Diego's leading anti-aging and performance optimization clinic. Now, take a look at this website here. Alex is going to click on the orange button. It says the Scott Kaplan offer. While he's doing that, I want to tell you guys, look, I've been talking about testosterone for many years. It has done wonders for me. I didn't realize my testosterone was low. I didn't realize that I was having any of these symptoms. It never occurred to me that it could be low testosterone. Well, here's what might happen. And guys, listen, if you're over 40 years old like me, chances are you might have some of these symptoms because it's literally 1 in 3 guys our age. Fatigue, low sex drive, erectile dysfunction. By the way, I know guys, we talk about this stuff now, and guys are like, yeah, it's not the same anymore. I'm like, bro, you're a young guy. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's just not happening for me. So it could be fatigue, low sex drive, erectile dysfunction. Alex, if you put the website back up on the screen, I want people to continue to see it. Thank you. Depression, dude. Depression. If you're trying to figure out like what's wrong with me, why am I not the same guy I used to be? Why is my brain all foggy? Why am I losing muscle? It could be the fact that you have very low testosterone. And if that happens, I'm telling you, patients who are seeing, listen, these are problems that become a bigger part of your life: cardiovascular disease, diabetes. So, look, what I Thrive MD can do for you in kind of a medical and yet at a very holistic level. They can help you with sleep optimization. They can do things like IV nutrition for you. I mean, there's just so much we're talking about here. So, look, here's what I want to say. If you're looking for improved energy, improved sex drive, more mental clarity, vitality, just overall wellness and health, iThrive MD can help you in so many ways. Here's what I want you to do. Use this website. It's called ithrivemd.com/Kaplan. I ask you to go to our website. ithrivemd.com/Kaplan will get you there. And here's a phone number for everybody. And we'll start putting it up on the screen for those of you that are watching on YouTube and on TV. 858-240-1497. 858-240-1497. ithrivemd.com/Kaplan. I'm telling you, fellas, right now, take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Go visit my friend, Dr. Samir. He's going to help you out. This is a board certified cardiologist, and this is a huge part of his practice. iThrive MD. I can't say enough, which is why I'm continuing to ramble about it. Okay, back to the Padres and where we were. Browner, you asked a great question, so maybe you've got a good answer. Who should be the leader of the Padres who can help lead this team by making that defining moment, rah-rah type speech?
Blake Snell. Here's why.
Oh boy, we're screwed.
Blake Snell has been dominant against the team that you're probably going to have to beat to advance in the playoffs. That's one. Two, Blake Snell, without actually winning, is the most recent player on the roster to have come from a successful situation, being in the World Series versus Tampa Bay, with Tampa Bay versus the Dodgers, and had them on the ropes. So he is of late the only person with experience and currently, emphasize currently, playing well enough that when he stands up and gives this speech, everyone's going to listen to him. He's got to get off of Twitch first, though.
Well, let me do this. Let me play for you guys.
I gotta.
Oh, go ahead, Alex.
Sorry.
Go ahead, jump in.
No, I just got to tell you guys, I don't think the speech is going to change anything. You can come in and just make like the dopest Wolf of Wall Street speech of all time. Like, I ain't going anywhere.
I ain't leaving.
I ain't leaving. What Manny Machado can do, what Fernando Tatis can do, and I genuinely think it will have a ripple/domino, whatever effect you want to call it, is go on a hot streak. Because there is not one player on this team right now that you're like, dude, that dude's on fire.
Show it to him. Show it to him. Put it up on the screen. Show it to him because you got to see the numbers. Go ahead. Keep going. I'm listening.
You need a player to go out there and perform offensively, and that will get the ball rolling. We see this team is it's a streaky team. They are what they are. If you look at the numbers against the Dodgers, it was complete embarrassment by the offense.
Dude, batting average of under 100.
Say it again.
Batting average 0.90. 0.90.
Yeah. 0.90.
Yeah, just want to make sure, not 900.
Remember that extra inning game where like they always had a runner on scoring position?
Yeah.
0.061. They struck out 36 times in 3 games. Listen, man. Browner, it's a great question. I just don't think they have it, and I honestly don't think it'll matter. I think what matters is if Manny Machado goes out in in Los Angeles this weekend.
Right.
Anaheim.
If he goes out there and goes 3 for 4 tonight, 4 for 4 tomorrow, and Tatis follows, that is what needs to happen. Someone needs to get hot. People will follow. This is a streaky team. That needs to happen. Until then, you're screwed. Don't worry about speeches.
Yeah,
you're done.
Well, let's hear from Fernando Tatis. He went and did a press conference after the game last night. I'd be curious to hear because from a body language standpoint, we're always trying to analyze body language. I wasn't so sure that I liked what I saw. Let's take a listen and take a look.
We got a month left. Yeah, We're pretty confident in the group that we have, the players that we have, and we just gotta get it together, come together, keep trusting what we're having. You just keep pushing, and keep making adjustments. That's what this game is about.
Yeah. I mean, nice
God,
try.
that doesn't sound too
Nice
energetic.
try. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Nice effort, dude.
No, he even said it yesterday. He's like, listen, right now it's difficult to smile. They asked him about, like, you don't seem to be yourself. And he goes, yeah, it's difficult to smile when you're having these kinds of times. So listen, it's
Put him back
for
at
me
Put him
shortstop.
back. Put him back. Me and
Put him
Brown
back.
jump on the same boat. Put him back at short. Put him back at short. He's the heart and soul of the team. Put him back in the middle of the infield. That's where he belongs. He's the energy of the team. He's bored. He's uninterested. He's unengaged, and he's not having fun. He needs to have fun, and the team needs to have fun. And I'm telling you, him in right field is a disaster.
Since he's been in right field, how many electric plays has he made? 0. 0 plays that would make everybody go, "Oh my God, this guy's amazing."
And Will Myers made one the other night and left. Grisham made one last night in center. All right, stick around. We're going to talk more about this. And for those of you watching on TV, Uncle Teddy Leitner is going to attempt to use Zoom later and join us to promote his new books.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Southern California radio is a special game, a unique game from the sandy beaches of the Baja and all the way to Santa Barbara. My voice sounds pretty cool. The all-new and mightier 1090. It's the final opportunity at BMW of San Diego to get 0.9% APR for 36 months on all in-stock 2017, 18, and 19 BMW certified model. Now until August 31st, 2021. BMW San Diego, Kearney Mesa Road and the 163.
Stadium in San Diego. It has been a sellout the last few days. Royal SC ready to kick off this season. Stadium in San Diego. Professional soccer has finally arrived.
It's like the spirit of Greenwood is all over the place in Tulsa, North Tulsa specifically. It's like it's not just one location anymore.
This is the beginning. This is a launching pad. This is not something that we just did to come together just for this moment.
The Spirit of Greenwood is brought to you by Multicultural Health Foundation. The vaccine can protect us. Will you? Verify and trust.
It's the final opportunity at BMW of San Diego to get 0.9% APR for 36 months on all in-stock 2017, 18, and 19 BMW certified model. Now until August 31st, 2021. BMW San Diego, Kearney Mesa Road and the 163.
Time now for Kaplan and Crew tonight's Community Connect.
Shelter to Soldiers selects dogs from shelters and rescue groups all throughout California. Our ideal candidate at Shelter to Soldier is 8 months to a year and a half old. They're confident in different environments. They have strong social drive. Another motivator like food or toy drive. And ultimately, these are dogs that want to have a job and that have a greater purpose to become a service dog. Currently, about 85% of our dogs pass their service dog training. But if they don't pass, they become a career change. We don't like to use the word failure around here. So career change to an emotional support animal, or if that doesn't work out, then they career change to a pet dog. Still finding a loving placement and purpose in life.
We are in the hope business. What we do every day And what we've done for 40 years is to provide kids and families going through critical illnesses hope that tomorrow's going to be a better day. My favorite wish is the next one, because that is the power of our organization, is to bring hope to kids who are going through something right now, and hope can't wait. So people can get involved now by donating resources. They can donate in kind. They can donate their time as volunteers. They can donate dollars, because kids are still getting diagnosed with illnesses that qualify for Make-A-Wish every day. So people can visit us online at sandiego.wish.org. They can visit us and follow us on social media. There are so many ways to get connected, and people can help in many, many different ways. We need your support now more than ever, because illness doesn't take a vacation and it doesn't take a break because of COVID-19.
Our massive signal covers an area where over 24 million people reside. So if you're listening or advertising on another station, we have only one question. Why? The new generation of radio, the all-new and mightier 1090.
Sometimes they say it might work, it might not work. And so I ask myself the question, like, why even get the vaccine if it can also harm you? For me, it's like taking a 50-50 chance.
Hi, Andrea. Some say that the vaccine is harmful or that it might not work, but that's not true. Millions of people have been vaccinated with no ill effects, and I can tell you that getting the vaccine is far safer than not getting it.
People often ask me, what is the Ronald McDonald House? We are a home away from home for families with a child in medical crisis. We opened our doors in 1980, and ever since then, our job has been to support families who have a child in the hospital. And those families often have kids who are very sick or perhaps injured. We're literally 5 minutes from the bedside here at the Ronald McDonald House. So if a mom and dad need to get to the bedside, they can get there very quickly. If it's possible to imagine a child in the hospital, you can begin to imagine the stress that a mom and dad are under when they're in there acting as partners in care for their child. Our job really is to give them a place where they can find some respite, some relaxation for a moment or two before they head back to the hospital. If you'd like to support the Ronald McDonald House, visit our website at rmhcsd.org. You can make a donation, you can learn how to volunteer, you can learn more about exactly the programs and services we provide. There's even a wish list there, so you can send or drop off the kinds of supplies we need here to care for families 24 hours a day, every day of the year.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Let's Talk Hookup.
Hi, this is Pete Gray with this week's Fish Report, and some really good fishing going on at Catalina Island, yellowtail, calico bass, and then San Clemente Island. Still some good yellowtail fishing there too, but the big news right off the west end of San Clemente Island on the backside there, great fishing for big bluefin tuna, 130 to 280 pounds, wide open some days, and full limits for everybody on those big fish. Now, offshore, the Dorado and the Yellowtail still on the kelp patties, and that's been pretty good fishing. Slowed a bit, but you find the right kelp, you're going to have a good day. Yellowtail fishing at the Coronado Islands went off this week, and some days a little bit better than others because of streaky water, but the sonar on the sport boats have been doing the trick, and the private boaters a little bit tougher for the private boaters, but you'll find them. But September's a great month. You will be getting on some good fish in September, so we're looking forward to that. And this weekend on Let's Talk Hookup, a great show this weekend. Tune in on the app or the Mightier 1090, and we'll see you next week.
Let's Talk Hookup airs on Mightier 1090, Saturday and Sundays, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's like the spirit of Greenwood is all over the place in Tulsa, North Tulsa specifically. It's like it's not just one location anymore.
This is the beginning. This is a launching pad. This is not something that we just did to come together just for this moment.
The Spirit of Greenwood is brought to you by Multicultural Health Foundation. The vaccine can protect us. Will you? Verify and trust.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Great friends, it is a Friday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew. We are in the 7 Mile Casino Studios along with Grande and the Brown Man. So we were talking about the Padres being swept by the Dodgers. Browner brought up this excellent question, which is which player on this team has the clout, the leadership skills, the believability, the experience, the resume, the track record of success, and et cetera, et cetera. Who has the ability to stand up in this clubhouse and shake and rattle this team to come on, guys, let's get it back together. And we really, frankly, haven't been able to come up with one. Manny Machado, maybe. Tatis, too young. Hosmer, not really believable, and he's already tried it and it hasn't really done anything. In fact, since Hosmer did it, the team has gone 1-8, and that was back on August 14th. Will Myers told everybody, I don't want to be the leader, so please don't put that on me. Browner's come up with Blake Snell. And if that's where the Padres are, that they are this desperate for leadership in that clubhouse, that's where a manager comes in, and they don't have it at the managerial position either. So great question, Browner. I don't have a good answer, man.
But this guy, when this guy was brought in, he was supposed to be an energy guy. He was supposed to be a player's guy. And here we are, the players visibly needing energy. The players visibly needing a pick-me-up. And he looks as sad as they do. So this hire looks like a massive flop every passing day. I know I've always been on this bandwagon. And now that other people are starting to come around, it looks now more evident than ever that they hired the wrong guy. You can't tell me that Bruce Bochy, my personal pick, Ozzie Guillen, like there's guys out there at the time this guy was hired, and by the way, some of them are still out there now, that could go into that clubhouse and go, all right, throw something against the wall and pump these guys up to go out there and play better. But he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that.
I gotta stop blaming Tingler, Preller, the lack of locker room talk, because there's one man that has a incredible power over this team. And I've said it before, and he refuses to release Ryan Weathers from his curse because there's a man on this show, and I'm going to put all this on screen because I don't know if you guys know what about fire I'm about to bring you guys right now, okay?
Bring it.
There's a man on this show who has cursed this team.
LA Cap.
Who has said Ryan Weathers is the best pitcher on this team. And since he said that, he's gone in the tank.
Who? Yeah, so let's be clear on who the curse is here.
LA Cap.
LA Cap ain't got nothing to do with no curse.
Well, no, I want to say
LA Cap had an 8-game winning streak when he was wearing his swag chain all year.
I want to tell you the things that were said, and let's figure out if the audience can figure out who said it.
Okay, very good.
Ryan Weathers is the best pitcher.
That sounds like that sounds like a good statement.
That sounds
when there was 40 games left in the season,
Mm-hmm.
this particular member of the show said the Padres will go 32-8 in the last 40 games of the season.
That sounds like a smart man.
That was August 18th. The Padres will make the wild card and beat the Giants in the wild card game.
Wise man said that.
Quotes. These were predictions. These were curses put upon your San Diego Padres by someone on this show.
You know what they sound like to me? They sound like hot takes to me.
And sound like hot facts.
And well, no, actually, those aren't hot facts because every single thing that Alex just said is thus far 100% false, therefore can't be factual.
Let's go 100%.
Let's go through them. Alex, could you go back to statement number 1?
Ryan Weathers is the best pitcher on the Padres staff.
Okay,
Still got time to prove that. Still got time to prove that.
Right now, who is? Right now, it's Blake, right?
Blake Snell.
Okay, and who's the second best pitcher behind Blake Snell?
Ryan Weathers.
No, Musgrove, who pitches tonight.
By the way, if Ryan Weathers is so great, why has he gone from being starter in the rotation to a relief guy?
Right. Which is why they're going to do a bullpen day tomorrow because they don't have a starter because Ryan Weathers stinks right now.
We got rid of Rothschild, dog. We on our way back.
Yeah. Okay.
We got rid of that curse.
So Ryan Weathers is the best pitcher on the team. That has been proven false. Check.
I would say
Correct.
still up for grabs, up for debate, but okay.
Okay. All right. All right. What's the second statement?
The Padres will go 32-8 the last 40 games of the season.
Okay, that might have been wrong.
Since then,
Mhm.
August 18th, that proclamation was made.
Mhm.
The Padres are 1-6. So that
Okay.
means, if my math is correct here,
Okay.
if my math is correct here, the Padres got to go 30-2.
31
Oh,
and 2.
I like
31-2.
I like that. I like the
31 and
mods.
31 and 2.
31
So you think there's a good chance they'll go 31 and 2?
Listen, I like the mods, baby. We got to play the games. We got to play the game. Look, first of all, we going up to the Angels. So they just lost 2 to Baltimore, who lost 19 straight. I think we
By the
got
way,
this one.
The Angels gave up like 35 runs to the Orioles too, and I don't think I saw a stat yesterday that the Orioles haven't scored over 30 runs in their previous 15 games combined. So Padres, now's the time to wake those bats up, okay?
If Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis are going to lead this offense back, this would be the time to do it. Now, if they
stars shine in LA, man,
dude, if you tell me they get shut out or they score 1 or 2 runs in these games against the Angels, oh my God.
Now, normally
I'm not done with the hot. I mean, not the hot takes.
Continue.
With the proclamations.
Continue the proclamation count.
Okay. What else was after that?
The Padres will make the wild card.
That's still
They
a
will
possibility.
Beat the Giants.
Still going to happen.
Probably not. I mean, listen,
Okay.
the Giants, you got to give the Giants credit. Come on,
You
man.
do, but who as hot as the Giants right now?
I would say probably the Dodgers.
Right.
Dodgers.
Right. So, but that's just my point. So what the Dodgers have to do is the Dodgers have to continue to be as hot as they are.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, the Giants got to cool off. And when I
Posey's
say cool
now
off,
hurt. They got 2 injuries on their in their everyday lineup. Posey's now dinged up, and Crawford's dinged up as well.
Okay. And I see, listen, can the Giants persevere through some small injuries? Because these are not considered season-ending type injuries. Can the Giants persevere through injuries the way the Dodgers have persevered through injuries? Can the Giants lose 2-3 games? Can the Giants lose 5 of 10 while the Dodgers continue to be hot? Because let's just face it. Part of this proclamation.
How often they play each other? I looked that up.
Part of the proclamation is that the Padres will play the Giants in the wild card. Well, this gives us an opportunity to do a little bit of wild card watch right now because let's face it. I mean, the Padres are long out of the conversation for the division. Here we go. Grande, what do you got?
Yes, the Dodgers have an 11.5 game lead over the Reds right now. The Dodgers are playing the Rockies this weekend in LA, so that should be a sweep because they're not in Colorado. The Reds are in Miami, who they recently swept, so that's going to be fun. And the Padres, unless there's a typo on my schedule, the Padres only play 2 in Anaheim.
Yeah, I think
and they
that's
have
right.
Sunday off.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, the Padres are 2 games behind, and they play the Angels for the next 2 games.
Yep. So there you go.
Who's our? I need to contact Bet US, man. I need to put some money down.
You want to? Okay. You want to talk about Bet US? Give me a second
Yeah.
here. I'll talk about Bet US. You got it.
Okay.
Be my pleasure to do so. Turns out Bet US is a brand new client here of the show. And again, I always thank the listeners and the viewers because if it's not for you guys, whether it's on YouTube or on audio podcast, the radio and the TV stuff is kind of obvious. But where the value really lies for companies like BetUS is just that we're so multi-platform now, really, and that there's listeners and viewers in all these different places. So let's talk about BetUS. If you put their website up on the screen, I can tell you this right now. If someone like me can go on to betus.com and set up an account, if I can do it, you can do it. But if for some reason you can't do it, here's a phone number, 1-800-79-BET-US, 1-800-79-BET-US. Now, that doesn't look right. But nonetheless, here we go. Here's the website. This is betus.com. So football season's happening, although Browner apparently wants to wager on some baseball. And BetUS has been America's favorite sports book for over 25 years because they've got integrity, they've got longevity, and you got to know you're going to get paid. And you need a sports book that offers all kinds of stuff. Look at the top of that screen right there. There's MMA, there's horse racing, there's golf, there's obviously football and baseball, and there's all kinds of other crazy bets that you can make. The number is 1-800-79-BET-US, 1-800-79-BET-US. They can walk you through setting up an account. Now, look, here's the best part. Nobody in the industry gives you a bigger bonus than BetUS, because when you put in the promo code 1090, and thank you for getting that phone number up there, Alex, although it's
Yep.
very black and hard to see.
Yep.
When you when you join and you use the promo code 1090, you get up to 200% in bonuses, 200% on your first deposit. I put in $100, so that'll give you an idea. Browner, you're gonna have to go start your own account here, pal. Okay, it sounds like
I'm
you're
on
getting
it.
ready to bet on the Padres.
I'm betting on the Marlins to beat the Reds, and I'm betting on the Padres to beat the Angels easily.
Okay. Join now. Mention 1090. You can get up to 200% in bonuses on your first deposit. And what I'll tell you to do is go enjoy, man. Have fun. I mean, a little action on the games. I mean, it's becoming legal all over the place. BetUS.com is the website. The promo code is 1090, and they will have a 200% bonus on your first deposit. That's BetUS. Welcome to the show, guys. Glad you guys are here. All right, Browner, good luck with your bet, man.
I won't need it. The Angels are terrible. And I think Miami's looking for some revenge. And to that first night in Miami on a Friday, that's a guaranteed loss. For the Reds, that is.
Yeah, I don't know why you think that.
You ever go to Miami on a Friday night?
I have.
So you know.
Well, no, what I also know is locking in, and I know concentration, and I know playoff race, and I know that I have bigger goals than going out on South Beach here on a Friday night. I also got COVID on the mind. All I'm doing is I'm going from airport to hotel, hotel to ballpark, ballpark back to hotel because I'm here on business. It's a business trip. Okay, I'm about
on
business.
the last week or two of the season in the playoffs, yeah. Right now, nah, bro. Nah,
What do you mean not right now? This is the
Nah,
last
bruh.
month of the season. This is it. This is the final push. You're Cincinnati, and you've gotten the Padres to do what the Dodgers need the Giants to do: fall apart and open the window. That's what Cincinnati has been given this gift by the Padres. It's not like Cincinnati has been so great. It's that the Padres have been so crappy. That's how the Reds have gotten into this position. So take advantage of it. Don't go down to Miami looking to screw around on a Friday night. Go down to Miami to take care of some business.
Cincinnati, turn up. Turn up down in Miami. Go to Live, stay there to 2, 3 in the morning. Do your thing, man.
All right. There you go. There's some advice from Browner. There you have
That's
it. Hey,
I like your analysis.
Yeah. That's it. Turn up, Cincinnati. Turn up. Hey,
All the way.
For those of you that are watching on television tonight on a Friday night, I want to always remind TV viewers about our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Kaplan and Crew. I mention this to you for this reason, because there are things that happen along the way on this show, and only a small portion of the show actually makes it onto TV on Cox Your View, Channel 4 San Diego, Channel 4 Santa Barbara, and Channel 118 in Palos Verdes in Orange County. Later today, we are expecting to chat with Uncle Teddy Leitner. Uncle Ted has a brand new book out right now that you can find on Amazon. As a matter of fact, Alex, while we're talking about it, you might be able to pull it up so people can see what it looks like. It's called TED Talks. So if you've ever seen like any of these TED Talks, where people give inspirational speeches, they talk about business, whatever. This is Uncle Teddy's memoirs. And I got an advanced copy and I've had a chance to read small portions of it. Ted will tell us all about the book. As a matter of fact, the gentleman who Ted talks to and who was the actual author of the book, I've talked to him many times, John Freeman, and he's been saying to me, "Hey, dude, you should write a book." And I'm going, "Yeah, maybe. Maybe." But
LA Cap.
Yeah, that's what we'll
Shout
call it.
out.
We'll call it LA Cap.
The
So
drive up to 5.
yeah. So Ted's book is available. Ted's book is available now on Amazon, and I would encourage everybody to hustle up and buy it and read it. And if you're a Padres fan and if you're a Ted Leitner fan, then this is probably going to be a great gift around the holiday time for people in your family. So shout out to Ted. And the reason I'm mentioning this to everybody who's listening and watching is because I can't guarantee you he'll actually make it onto the show today.
He just texted me.
Yeah.
He just texted me.
Yeah.
He says, "I'm waiting to see if I screwed this thing up."
Okay.
So maybe while you guys do this segment, I can go see if he's okay.
Nah, wait it out. Tell him you need like 5 more minutes.
I already did.
Yeah,
actually.
because here's the thing. I don't know for sure what's going to happen. Because asking Ted to use Zoom is, the anxiety that older people have when it comes to asking them to use technology. But by the way, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to criticize because I'm one of those older people who sometimes has a hard time. I'll give you an example. The other day, somebody needed me to sign something, and
Ooh.
they're like, "Hey, can you docu-sign this?" And I went, "I
Mm.
could, but I don't really know how." And they're like, "Oh, DocuSign's so easy to use." So then a buddy of mine, I was talking to him on Zoom, and I'm like, "Can we screen share so that you can walk me through how I actually can do this? Because if you don't walk me through it, I'm going to screw the whole thing up." So I understand the anxiety that Uncle Teddy is feeling about having to use Zoom. You know, you're an older guy, you're not tech centric, could be a big problem for you. That's all I'm saying.
Do you think that's like the new like my back hurts for old people? Like, you know how you would wake up with morning pains? Do you think you now realize you're old when you don't know how to use a certain thing on your phone?
When you're incapable of zooming,
Yeah, it's not
you know
necessarily
you've
Zoom,
gotten
it's like,
old.
how do I do that? Like, if I ask a question about something on my phone, like, how do I do that? That's gotta be like, all right, I'm old now.
It
If I
depends on
can't
it
figure it
depends on
out.
who you ask. It depends on who you ask. If you have to ask some 20-year-old punk, yeah. If you got to ask
'Cause
another fellow old person, now you good.
there's so many things that I don't know how to do
Mhm.
that I just go to YouTube and I figure it out. So I think like when I can't figure it out on my own, that officially means I'm old.
Do people who do that know to Google it? Because I think everyone knows to Google everything at this point.
I pretty much Google everything. Or now my new thing is I try on YouTube. For example, the other day my washing machine, I couldn't get the lid open.
Again?
No, that was the dryer.
Oh.
I couldn't get the washing machine open. I couldn't
was
open
locked.
it up. It was locked, and there was some message that was happening on the screen, and I'm like, I don't know what to do here. So I
You
went
have
on
to
to
hold the
YouTube.
button down. It unlocks the top.
I tried. It didn't work. I
Oh.
tried. Smart guy. Okay. I tried and it didn't work.
Smart guy.
So I had to go and I had to go to YouTube. Hey, this is the kind of washing machine it is. Whirlpool. This is the model it is. And then I had to watch somebody explain to me what to do. And then
Did
I
it
still
work?
couldn't. I still couldn't do it. No.
God.
And then my girlfriend Rachel came over and I was like, "Can you help me?" She's like, "Why? What's up?" I'm like, "I can't get the washing machine thing to open." And she immediately unplugged it, waited like 30 seconds, plugged it back in, and boom, it opened right up.
I like how YouTube now has, if you Google it and it shows up
Mhm.
in the YouTube, it goes directly to what you're asking.
Mhm.
I like that. I like that.
I just Googled or YouTubed, was it 2 days ago? A few days ago, how to remove drywall anchors.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Super easy. Like, didn't need to call anybody, didn't need to do anything. Just how do I remove drywall
Hey,
anchors?
Browner, what is it you fixed on your car that one time?
The starter.
Yeah. Browner
Googled that
replaced the
joint.
starter.
Yeah.
You Googled that joint, did you?
Googled that joint, bruh.
Is
And
that
then saw
right?
it on YouTube. In addition to that, I Googled how to play guitar, and now I'm also learning how to play guitar on YouTube.
Dude, I've tried, man. I've sat with my guitar. I've watched on YouTube. I've taken YouTube lessons, for
They're
guitar.
not very helpful.
And I just suck. I still can't do it. There's just nothing. For whatever reason, it just doesn't work for me.
I need a person. I get the hand thing I got, the top of the hand thing, I got that part. It's just the being able to jump from key to key, like it's complicated with
all
old
I know
hands.
is I one time had a longtime great friend listener, Jefferson J, come to my house.
Oh, God, I know
and
Jeff.
give me
Shout out.
a guitar lesson. And still, I couldn't.
How were you guys?
I know.
I
We were very high.
another reality of like
To answer
of
your question.
the age we live in nowadays. I have a fantasy football draft this weekend, and normally I print out my cheat sheets so I can cross the names out as we go.
Where's our
And then
fantasy football league?
That's
You were
your
supposed
job.
to handle it.
I never.
And-
Here we go.
And let's not get into blaming right now. We're having a good Friday. We
You
yelled
both
enough
pointed and
yesterday.
said it's my fault.
No, we didn't say it was your
No,
fault. We said
said
it was your job.
Whatever.
What do you mean?
That's what I was told, that you got some fantasy thing happening.
You
so I
told
just
me
didn't
you
even-
wanted to do this fantasy football thing. I said we can do it at 7 Mile Casino.
Right.
We
I
can
never
do it
got no
wherever.
emails.
You see, that's just it. You wait for me to do things for you. You can't wait for me. You have to take the lead, bro. This is what your question was about who's going to step up in the Padres clubhouse and take
Nice
the lead.
transition.
Okay,
Wow.
thank you. Who's going to step up in the Padre clubhouse and be the leader?
Great
You can't wait for me.
Great
You have
friends,
to
be
take
ready.
the lead, bro.
Great friends, be ready. September 5th. Just looked it up in my phone. Date's clear. September 5th. Great friends, be ready.
Okay, so
Mhm.
that gives you how much time? It gives you what, a week?
I don't even need that long. I'm just doing that so people can get ready. I'm just giving people the warning right now. September 5th, good friends, be ready. Great friends, be ready.
Good
What's
friends.
going down?
Yeah, only
Good
the good friends are
friends.
going. Only the good friends, not the great friends.
Mm-hmm.
September
Wise
5th,
man once said.
That's a Sunday.
It
Yeah.
is.
You're doing a fantasy football draft with the great friends on Sunday?
Yep.
Is it virtual?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about
I'm
that.
not. If I'm in it, I legit can't go that day. I'm not making a joke.
My daughter, who's 14 years old, is like, Dad, I have a fantasy football draft today. Can you please give me some advice? And I am like failing my daughter, by the way, because I don't really play fantasy football. And as you guys know, one time we did a fantasy football draft. I just let the computer draft my team.
It was your best team ever.
Well, yeah, I had Le'Veon Bell. He was the number 1 overall pick. He never played a game that season for the Steelers.
Tell her to take Christian McCaffrey. When in
Okay.
doubt, draft White.
Okay, I will do that. I really will. That's a good idea. All right, stick around, everybody, because we are in the 7 Mile Casino studios. 7 Mile Casino now has Sammy's Woodfire Pizza, but they call it Sammy's Restaurant and Bar, and it's great. And they've got a huge brunch this weekend. So on Saturday or Sunday, starting in the morning all the way till 3 in the afternoon, beautiful brunch at Sammy's down at 7 Mile Casino. You're going to have blackjack and poker and that amazing view of the Bay of Chula Vista, an incredible restaurant and bar. Now Sammy's Restaurant and Bar inside 7 Mile Casino Studios. I will see you at the racetrack. I will see you at Del Mar. I'll be there all day on Sunday. If you're watching on TV, Uncle Teddy Leitner is going to talk to us about his brand new book, TED Talks. Will it make it onto TV? I don't know. It depends on if Ted can use Zoom. Stick around, everybody.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Catch Kaplan and Crew Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. If you've listened to Scott Kaplan the last 20 years, you know one thing. He likes to stir up some shit. A new generation of radio. The all-new and mightier 1090. It's the final opportunity at BMW of San Diego to get 0.9% APR for 36 months on all in-stock 2017, 18, and 19 BMW certified model. Now until August 31st, 2021. BMW San Diego, Kearny Mesa Road and the 163.
At La Jolla Cosmetic, we try to help people achieve well-being. And we feel that it's not only important to look good, but also feel good inside. And honestly, what a better opportunity to help my community than being a supporter of an organization such as Las Patronas.
The mission of Las Patronas is to provide financial assistance to local nonprofits that are providing valuable community services in the areas of health, education, social services, and cultural arts. La Jolla Cosmetic has been one of our biggest supporters at Las Patronas, so we couldn't do what we do without their support.
You feel the need and you see the need because we go to visit each grant applicant.
Partnering with groups that are actually dedicated to help your community, it's the best thing that you can do as a responsible business.
It's the final opportunity at BMW of San Diego to get 0.9% APR for 36 months on all in-stock 2017, 18, and 19 BMW certified model. Now until August 31st, 2021. BMW San Diego, Kearny Mesa Road and the 163.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Sports in a Minute.
UC San Diego men's soccer kicked off their 2021 season on Thursday. The Tritons put up a battle but fell to Dixie State 1-0. UCSD and Dixie State only had 3 shots combined in the first 45 minutes of play. The Tritons had 2 of those. It wasn't until the 60th minute that either team came close to the net. Trailblazers' Larson Rogers took a shot attempt, but goalie Dominic Peters was able to make the save. Dixie State was able to get by Peters in the 73rd minute and hold on to get the win. The Trailblazers did outshoot the Tritons 8-6. Jonah Bryan and Cooper Lackenbrook both had 2 shots. This meeting was just the second time the two teams have met. UCSD will now travel to Las Vegas to take on UNLV on Sunday. I'm Haley Stasiak. That's your Sports in a Minute. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
Rich Eisen here, inviting you to catch my show, The Rich Eisen Show, on our flagship radio station, the Mightier 1090. We're on every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to noon Pacific time. You'll like what you hear. If not, that's just, I guess, too bad.
A new generation of radio. The all-new and Mightier 1090.
Explore the Southwest lifestyle, the culture, the music, the food, y más. Join hosts J.R. Cardenas and Vanessa Ramirez on Su Vida. Enjoy the food, discover new artists, and fun things to do.
Watch Su Vida, Sunday night at 7 on Your View. Brought to you by Harrah's Resorts, Southern California. It's more than a place, it's a state of mind.
Love Promise moments are part of the mission of what we do here at Subaru El Cajon. A love promise moment is when we as human beings deliver an experience beyond exceptional to any one of our guests, and then that guest's life is positively affected by that interaction. It's amazing to watch what happens when two human beings talk on that level and create something magical. And sometimes they drive away with a car, sometimes they don't, but we've had an impact on that person's life, and that's the magic. You know, our employees react to things like Make-A-Wish, Feeding San Diego, and the other groups we help by jumping in.
This year, through COVID, we were able to help a little girl out and got her a rather large scooter that she needed for mobility.
We gave up our Christmas party as employees, and we actually adopted a wish of a young girl here in El Cajon, and we gave her a 3-wheel scooter so she didn't have to use her wheelchair all the time. It gives me goosebumps even thinking about it.
Let's take it up a notch with Kaplan and Crew tonight's Premium Boost, powered by the Mightier 1090.
We are in the hope business. What we do every day and what we've done for 40 years is to provide kids and families going through critical illnesses hope that tomorrow's going to be a better day. My favorite wish is the next one, because that is the power of our organization, is to bring hope to kids who are going through something right now, and hope can't wait. So people can get involved now by donating resources. They can donate in kind, they can donate their time as volunteers, they can donate dollars, because kids are still getting diagnosed with illnesses that qualify for Make-A-Wish every day. So people can visit us online at sandiego.wish.org. They can visit us and follow us on social media. There are so many ways to get connected, and people can help in many, many different ways. We need your support now more than ever, because illness doesn't take a vacation and it doesn't take a break because of COVID-19.
Welcome to the Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank and our 90,000 square foot facility. We feed 350,000 people every single month. Many people ask, how can I help? You can volunteer for the San Diego Food Bank. Just go to sandiegofoodbank.org, register to volunteer. No group is too small, no group is too large, but those volunteers are integral to our success in feeding the community. Another way you can help is by hosting a food drive. Just go online and register your group, your company, or organization. It's that easy. Another great way is through our virtual food drive, where you can literally buy food on our behalf. Lastly, another great way to make an impact is to go online and make a financial contribution to the San Diego or North County Food Bank. On behalf of the San Diego Food Bank, our staff, our volunteers, and the 350,000 people we serve every month, thank you for helping us fight hunger and feed hope in San Diego County.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's Premium Boost is powered by the Mightier 1090. Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Shelter to Soldier is 9 years young with a mission to save lives 2 at a time. We're adopting dogs from local shelters, training them for post 9/11 combat veterans, and we're able to donate these trained dogs to deserving veterans in need.
You know, I was in a very dark place. I was having suicidal thoughts, and I really needed an immediate help. We don't know if tomorrow is going to be there for us.
Shelter to Soldier is a nonprofit, and we're able to do the work that we do because of you, the community. Whether it's an individual donating $5 or whether it's a corporate donor like the Barnes firm that's supporting us and sponsoring multiple dogs that are going to make an impact in the veterans' lives in need.
Him by my side 24/7 has completely turned my life around. It's not just saving both of our lives, it has made an impact on myself, Nigel, my family, my work. So yes, they definitely have saved our lives.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio, SoCal Sports Talk.